YouTube, it's yourself. I'm doing like a little update again. This one's going to be unedited as well because I've been running around like a blue-arsed fly and have kind of run out of time to do anything. But yeah, this is just a kind of another catch up with a little bit of kind of discussion about dysphoria issues and yeah, various things. And you're kind of catching me in the moment as my mood has suddenly started to really descend into a bit of panic and a bit of dysphoric shit. And in a sense, I kind of like I don't like catching that in the moment. That's not true. But I feel that it's important to kind of reflect the reality of these sorts of things. But there are some important things that I've been up to that you guys might like to know about. So first of all, today I had a meeting with a sort of person that I'm running a non-binary group with, and they gave me a whole bunch of sort of information that I'd asked for because tomorrow I am off to meet with some people at the gender clinic to discuss how to improve the gender clinic for non-binary people. Why have I started doing this? This is insane. I love it. I do. But it's oddly, at the moment, I think because my mental health, as I said, has suddenly, you can tell I'm anxious. Has suddenly started to kind of go in an odd direction. I'm very, very nervous about it, but in a kind of good way. I don't know if you ever get that where there's a sort of mixture of kind of nerves because it's important and yeah, but and also like nerves just because I'm dealing with people who are fairly important in the kind of trans world, and I'm not feeling great about it. But again, it's not because it's a bad thing. It's just I have generalized anxiety disorder and all sorts of things. But also on Saturday, I had the absolute, oh my goodness, it was wonderful, joy of being down in London, meeting some people and doing some kind of sort of training stuff to do with like safeguard training, to do with doing a trans camp that I think I've mentioned before, because in August I am off to do like a sort of trans camp for I think the age group is 16 to 25 people, and I'm excited because I think it's a vital resource, especially for dealing with people who are coming from problematic backgrounds, etc., etc. And I think it's so valuable, and I am sort of musing and wondering about how to kind of get something similar set up here. I won't be able to do it alone. No one would be. But thankfully, the people who actually run the sorry if there's things going on, but yeah, it's who run the camp itself have offered to kind of help me out getting it set up, and so on and so forth. Also, I'm really sorry, my hair is a mess. I'm knackered. I've been I've been doing all sorts of things today. But one of the reasons that my mental health is I'm having a bit of decline is I'm gonna right, okay, trigger warning, mention of dysphoria, talking about bits down there, and sort of health problems. At the moment, I am having a little bit of bladder incontinence, and I suspect it's a UTI, like, or something linked there. But because I don't always get bottom dysphoria, it's not massively common for me to get that, but it's also not massively uncommon. And at the moment, because of I get sort of swings and roundabouts, because my chest dysphoria is okay-ish right now, ish. Naturally, my bottom sort of goes, oh well, you know what? Let's make you mad about that one. And because of that, I am not in a good place, because I'm already very kind of aware of there, but also I'm aware that I'm probably going to have to go and see someone, and even if they don't have to look at me, they might, and if they do, that always causes me major problems. It's not something that I tend to build up too much in my head. I try not to. But like, for instance, like the first time I had a smear, I didn't really know what to expect, and then I came out and I felt pretty damn awful. And it's gotten progressively worse as I've gotten older, as my dysphoria gets worse. And it's getting to the point that today I'm all of a sudden just kind of in this state where I'm sort of hyper anxious, but also sort of just contemplating very, very dark things. Don't worry, because I'm talking to you about it, it means that I probably, will be fine. This is how I work. If I don't talk about these things, it's not good. If I am talking about it, and if I say to you I'm having suicidal tendencies, or if I say to my friends that this is the case, sorry, again, I should trigger warn. I'm gonna just trigger warn the whole thing. But I get, like, if I say that I'm suicidal or whatever, it kind of helps just take the edge off of the things that are going on. Doesn't take them away, but it takes the sting out, if you like. But I do want to kind of focus on the things I'm looking forward to. So I am looking forward to tomorrow. I'm just nervous about it and not in the best place to deal with it. Thankfully, one of the people that I'm going to the meeting with has very kindly offered just to sort of meet with me beforehand and just kind of chill out, and and I'm eternally grateful to her for that, because I had to be honest with her and say, look, I'm really anxious about this. I'm anxious about everything right now, and it's getting worse. And I should really try and get some sleep right now, but I'm very much in an elevated sort of place. It doesn't help that I've had caffeine today, which is possibly not the most sensible idea, but I was out at a drag show, which is always fantastic, and it's a show called The Rabbit Hole, which is run by Alice Rabbit, and it's always amazing. And if you're in Edinburgh, go see it. It's wonderful. Every week, Tuesday nights, you won't regret it. And the performers are always fantastic. And it just, this week, obviously this month that we're celebrating Pride, and it was quite emotionally charged at points, which I wasn't really kind of fully expecting, and then so I had some caffeine to kind of just kind of because I don't drink, and it sort of makes me feel good for a little bit, but sometimes, especially if my brain is in the right place, it kind of can make this stuff snowball, and I should know better. But I'm about to take my medication and just try and chill out, watch some Kimmy Schmidt, which is my Tina Fey obsession continues. But yeah, I just wanted to update you, and I also wanted to get this in on time to you. Having the routine, even if I don't always edit the videos, has given me something to kind of work towards and some kind of purpose, which is important for me. But yeah, sometimes it just means that you get a bit of a rush job, and I'm sorry for that. It's not that I'm not considerate towards you. It's more that I've got things sort of going on up here, and but yeah. So to kind of sum up, basically, I'm dysphoric right now. Plus anxious as well, so I got sort of things on top of that. Oh, there is one good thing that I don't know if I can maybe show it to you actually. So I'm gonna try. Bear with me, because I don't know if I've actually already shown you this. But recently, I showed you my leg hair. My leg hair is thickening, and there's a lot more of it. But here, if I do this, okay, so yeah, you can kind of see, got one little black hair, but I've also got a bunch of darker hairs coming through here, and yeah, I'm getting my beard is coming in, like, properly, and also I'm getting a little bit of kind of sideburns going on. Sorry. Put that back on my little... It's a stack of MASH DVDs. But yeah, I put that back on wrongly, sorry. But yeah, I'm getting like sideburns and things like that. There are developments are happening. And yeah, and Pride is coming up. So excited for Pride, because this is going to be the first Pride that I've ever, apart from Trans Pride, but this will be the first Pride that I've actually taken part in the march. I've been to like sort of Prides, like the after parties and the kind of talks and the stalls and whatnot. But yeah, Pride is becoming increasingly more important to me, and I'm really excited to be there to sort of kind of help people, because I think I'm gonna sort of try and find like non-binary people and things like that, and sort of seek them out, if you like, and be like, hey, your non-binary group needs you. And just, I don't know, just be more a part of things and stuff. And I'm sort of becoming, like I said, I think before a few times actually, I'm becoming a mini activist, and it's exciting. I've always I don't know, like I've always wanted to kind of change the world for the better. And I think now's my time to kind of just stop from stagnating in the position that I'm in and use my powers for for good, and just give people like me who are in a kind of very vulnerable position a hug and some love, and let them know that they're thought of and cared for, and they're not alone. Because Lord knows there've been times that I've felt ridiculously alone. Actually, kind of more so now that I'm going further and further into transitioning. In that I just, with all the sort of erasure that goes on, with the sort of misunderstanding, the name calling, the all of this. It's getting harder for me, but I'm finding that it's also sort of easier because, like, we have this non-binary Edinburgh group that myself and a few people have set up, and it is easier because I have a network of like a sort of safety net, if you like, of people that get it, and that are willing to kind of just give me a sort of little gentle hug when I need it, and look after me, and also for me to do the same for them. And just, yeah, because being non-binary in a very binary cis heteronormative world, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I wouldn't wish being trans on my worst enemy in some ways, but also in others, it's fucking wonderful. So yeah, it's not all bad news. I'm just not in a great place right now, and hopefully next week you'll get a logo back again. You'll get the Dylan that sort of comes up and like, hey, is a bit more of a kind of goofball, with a bit better state of mind, and hopefully with some better news, other than, hey, I have a beard and I'm gonna go talk to some people. I know these people are gonna be lovely, and I know that all of my concerns are just in my head. It's just dawned on me that it's a lot to deal with, that I'm going on behalf of the non-binary group to talk about non-binary issues with the gender clinic, and I'm a bit like, that's a lot. But I'm really hoping that the information that I take to them and that I take from them is helpful. I'm really hoping. Anyway, I'm going to let you go because I need to go sleep, or, at least not go nuts anymore. I think I'm going to maybe burn some incense and just kind of, like I said, watch Kimmy Schmidt and take my medication and try and sleep. Because my medication, thankfully, yay, anti-anxiety medication, it makes, it does have a slightly kind of soporific, sleepy-ish effect. So yeah. Oh, I actually, some of you folks out there might know this. I don't know how many people watch this. I don't know if that makes sense, but I want to start making my videos a bit more kind of accessible. And if you know how to start looking into getting the closed caption stuff done, I will be your best friend. and give you, I don't know, a high five in the street or something, or chocolate if I meet you in real life. But listen, take care of yourself and each other. Make sure that you're staying hydrated because it is summertime, and yeah, and just be good. Look after you. Okay.